Welcome back to the morning show on this Monday. It's a great day to learn about agriculture in central Illinois, and what better way to do so than with our Ag in the Classroom segment. With me now is Sarah Kaper from the Champaign County Farm Bureau Foundation. You're the coordinator for the Ag in the Classroom program here in Champaign County. This week, getting a little dirty, talking about soil.
We are talking about soil, and it's everywhere. As the farmers finish their harvest, you're noticing that the fields are now empty, and it's a good time for farmers to kind of assess where they're at with their soil health, and so they're checking nutrient levels. It's also a good time in the spring before they plant to check nutrient levels, and one way to do that is to take a soil sample.
And I know we've got a picture of a soil sample as well, an actual one.
An actual one.
They take almost what looks like a shovel or a spade and stick it in the ground, but it's just a single pull on the end.
Yeah, and it pulls out a nice core. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can do that with Play-Doh and kids so they can try it themselves. But something to understand, and for kids to understand, that soil is so important. By 2050, we're going to have about 10 billion people on this earth, but the same amount of farmland to grow the crops that we need to feed more people. And so soil health is something that farmers focus on. This is a scoop of soil. 1 tablespoon of soil actually has as many organisms in it as there are people on the earth. So the soil is alive.
These are small single-celled microbes and things like that.
Yes, breaking down in the soil. And those are old leaves and old dead bugs and all kinds of things in the soil. So it's important for kids to understand and for adults to understand what our soil makeup is. So we have taken Play-Doh, and you might have this around the house, so feel free to break it out, and usually you can peel it right away from each other. The blue is your bedrock, the solid rock down at the very bottom. Your pink is your parent material, about 3 feet below this white, which is your subsoil layer, and that's where those tree roots are going to grow, not your crops necessarily. So where do the crops grow? They grow in the topsoil. Jacob, put that layer of topsoil on top. That topsoil is what is alive that we were talking about, and it is usually that first 12 inches of soil.
And that can vary around the country, can't it?
And that can vary around the country, the type and the quality and the depth of that soil and the care that it's received over the years. So if a farmer wants to test their soil and they want to test what they've got in their soil, they can actually do that core sample that we saw earlier. We're going to try that with a straw here. If you find a wide, maybe milkshake type straw and you want to insert that in, twist it, pull it back out. Kids love to do this.
There we go.
And then with your fingers, I've also heard you can blow on the end and blow, but I'm not going to have you do that. You can see the many layers, and a farmer might say, okay, we've got a lot of equal layers here, but you may take a second sample from around your farm and you might find that maybe the layers aren't as equal. Maybe you need, there we go, so we're missing some of those layers, and you have to decide as a farmer, what do I need to add, or am I okay with what I have? So that's what a soil sample or a core sample can do for farmers, is inform.
So we're looking for nutrients and different things like that. You know, the big three, it's potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. But even other things can be found from that. The type of soil, the composure of it, the structure of it. Lots of cool information that can be done from that.
Absolutely.
So it's really fun when you're able to get your hands down in there and get things dirty. Now you said this was from soil from where again?
Soil from the Hanson Farm in Dewey.
That's fun.
Yeah.
A lot of times the FFA members I know are doing soil contests in the fall. So
that's
cool to get in there and see what's going on.
It absolutely is.
We got fertile soil here in Illinois. We've also got a magazine, Fertile with Information, isn't that right?
Yes, the Soil Ag Mag. You can find those on our website.
Yeah, that's right. And we'll, of course, link everyone to that Ag Mag, your page on the Champaign County Farm Bureau Foundation website, and more. All those links you can find on WCIA.com/ag in the classroom. We've got the links to the lesson plans and much, much more posted there. Be sure to have more coming up next week. Next week's lesson is?
Next week's lesson is...
Let's talk turkey, right?
Let's talk turkey.
Let's talk turkey. Perfect.
Thanks for reminding me.
Looking forward. Thanks so much for being here.